Welcome back to Every Tom, Prick and Harry.
I'm Hannah.
And I'm Rebecca.
We're back. If anyone truly figures out the work-life balance thing, please let us know.
Anywho, Mandela Day, the 18th of July, is coming up next week, Saturday. For today's episode, we thought that we would spotlight this important day on the South African calendar.
Mandela Day is a global call to action and asks all of us to dedicate 67 minutes of our time to community service.
67 minutes represents the 67 years Mandela spent fighting for human rights and justice.
Mandela Day is celebrated on the 18th of July to honour the legacy of Nelson Mandela. For our younger viewers, you should know, but in case you don't, Nelson Mandela is South Africa's most famous anti-apartheid activist and revolutionary.
Mandela was the first president of our democratic South Africa, serving from 1994 to 1999. He died in 2013 at the age of 95.
Community service and outreach has always been a big part of our lives. We went to schools that were very passionate about community service, and our service habits continued long after school ended.
Outreach is not about headpats. NGOs and NPOs, which stands for non-government organisations and non-profit organisations, need volunteers and rely on donations and support from all of us to make the vital changes needed in the communities that they serve.
It's almost always easier to participate in community service when it aligns with your existing interests and passions.
Absolutely. I love crafting. I love knitting, crocheting and looming, and started a small charity project called Becky's Beanies in grade 6. I loom beanies for NICUs, cancer wards and soup kitchens. And now what started as a passion project runs at 2 neighbourhood schools in my area. I've even been able to initiate a winter warmer drive for the past 3 years at my university.
She started making beanies when she was 10 and she's been looming ever since. Every year, 67 beanies for Nelson Mandela Day. You know that if you listen to our last podcast, my interest in sustainability is what prompted the work that I do in period poverty relief initiatives with a focus on the distribution of menstrual cups.
There will be so many projects asking for assistance in the next week. And if you are wanting to get involved, you'll probably be spoiled for choice.
Yeah, I think so. If you just go on Facebook groups or any groups still connected to your schools or your communities or neighborhood groups, there's plenty of things happening. And I think social media is also making a lot of noise for Mandela Day.
Exactly.
So you will be spoiled for choice. What were you going to say?
That's all. You're going to be spoiled for choice.
You will be. We exchanged just 67 minutes of our time for the 67 years Mandela spent in service to South Africans.
Every day should be Mandela Day. If you're wanting to contribute and you don't know where to start, talk to us in the comments. We will be able to direct you to organisations that we know of, both in Johannesburg and Cape Town.
We've lived in both places.
So we know.
We
know the areas and we know the people. We have connections.
Until next time, and remember,
don't be a prick.